These 25 breakfasts kept black families fed during the hardest decade of the civil rights era. Let us count down the 25 quick soul food breakfasts from the 1960s for seniors on a budget. Number 25, 1 egg stretched 5 ways. In a household where 7 people needed breakfast and the icebox held 3 eggs, a mother in Birmingham cracked 1 egg into leftover rice, stirred it through, then fried the whole thing in bacon grease until the rice turned golden and the egg disappeared into every grain. Other mothers scrambled 1 egg into a pot of grits, letting the heat set it into thin ribbons of protein hiding in plain sight. Some beat an egg into flour and water to make a thin pancake that covered a plate and fooled a child into thinking they had gotten their fair share. In 1962, a dozen eggs cost 54 cents. Each egg was less than 5 cents. 5 cents between a child eating protein and a child eating nothing. Generations of black mothers did not have cookbooks for this. They had arithmetic and love, and those 2 things could make 1 egg feel like a feast. Number 24, coffee-soaked bread. A cup of black coffee and a heel of day-old bread. You tore the bread into pieces, dropped them into the coffee, added a spoonful of sugar, and ate it with a spoon-like soup. In the Mississippi Delta, this was called SOP. In parts of Alabama, they called it coffee, bread. The coffee softened the bread into something porridge-like, warm and caffeinated enough to get a person moving back then. A pound of coffee cost 75 cents in 1964. A loaf of bread was 21 cents. Together, a week of breakfast for under $1. Nobody was proud of this recipe, but thousands of elderly black men and women ate this alone in quiet kitchens across the South, and they never told their children because admitting you ate bread soaked in coffee felt like admitting something larger about your life. Number 23, crackling bread. When a hog was slaughtered, the skin was cut into pieces and rendered until the fat melted and the skin turned into crunchy golden bits called cracklings. Those cracklings went straight into cornbread batter. The result was bread that crackled when you bit into it, rich with pork flavor and studded with crispy morsels. A pan of crackling bread could sit on the counter for 3 days and still taste good. In rural Georgia and the Carolinas, crackling bread with a glass of buttermilk was a traditional breakfast, and it did not need anything else. The cost was nothing because the cracklings were a byproduct of making lard, which was itself a byproduct of the hog